Hello, my friends. How are you? Hiker Dave here. I hope everyone's doing awesome. Oh, yeah, walk right through that. Nice big spider web, yeah. So, weather is awesome here. I also made a mistake. I posted that I'm going to go live, a live stream with Gary, and I posted the wrong date. I posted the 19th of this month instead of the 20th, which is Saturday. And I got that wrong. So I apologize for that. So probably no one's going to be there, but I understand. I get it. anyways, I pulled up here today. I get out of my vehicle, and there's so many birds. I've never heard it so loud with birds. It's just lousy with them. As my father would say, lousy with birds, which is great. It sounded like a zoo. I mean, like I forget what that's called with when there's just all birds. I forget what it's called, but it was like sounded like the rainforest out here. But I wanted to come out and I wanted to check out a couple of things. I was sticking in the ground there. I had a comment from a viewer, and it was a comment from at Lori Love, who said, "Is that the only place you go hiking?" And I had to respond. I'm like, "Wow, that's a great question." Did I pass where I wanted to go? Oh, I did pass it. So that is a valid question, because the past month, today's the 15th. Oh, speaking of the 15th, my daughter's birthday is today. Happy birthday, Grace. I cannot believe it. She's 19 years old. Oh my goodness. Like that really makes me feel old. Really bad. But yes, happy birthday to my lovely daughter. Excuse me. So there is a reason why I keep coming back to the same place. And if you have, there's my blocking branch. Now, if you have been a viewer of my channel for any period of time, I hike all over the place. I download an app called All Trails, and I will just randomly look for a spot where, I'll drive easily. I don't like going any further than, like, say, an hour, but I'll go to, and there's hundreds of hiking trails. Obviously, I'm in New Hampshire, so there's trails everywhere up here, hiking trails, marked trails, very well kept trails. I've hiked all over the place, and in Massachusetts as well. Back 10 years ago when I started this, I couldn't help it. I would find different spots all over the place. Hey, Bear. So it's a valid question, because as of late, I have been hiking consistently, except for, let's see, I hiked the Monadnock Rail Trail some weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. That was a different location, but I consistently keep coming back. And now, why would I keep coming back to the same area? It is not because I don't have transportation. It's not because I don't like hiking in places that I'm not familiar with. I love the adventure part of going somewhere and you've never been. That is like That's a hiker's or backpacker's. To me, that's my dream. I love, hey now, what'd you say? That is my most exciting hiking that I do is when I've been somewhere that I've never hiked before. And it's things and the reason why I keep staying in this spot is things like that. The upside down pine tree. Or just the activity has been so prominent here all month, even into August. It's been so, I call it busy. It's been so busy here. Why would I go and um, Miss Lori Love? This is not at all. Am I in a negative way saying this? Because you made a great point, which is a great question. If I wanted to go and study the habits of the yellow-bellied sapsucker, it's a bird of some sort. I want to go where they are. Like I'm not gonna jump on a boat, right, and go out to the ocean. Or if I have a passion for sharks, I'm not gonna hike in the woods. And this spot, this this area that I'm in right now, it is close to my home, so there's that convenient factor. Absolutely. Yep, bear. Yep. It for me, it's another reason why also I hike with Gary on the back 40 because of the activity is so thick and heavy on his property that me and him have hiked all over as well. We love to go to new places to hike. But when the activity is so much in this area, I think that I kind of, yes, I want to branch out to other spots, and that makes so much sense. If it was really, really quiet here, I would have been hiking in a lot of different areas. Now, see, this break here that I found a week or two ago, that's already turning brown. I can go back to past videos not even a couple weeks ago, and that was yellow. I mean, it's already drying out. So, I mean, it's stuff like this. It's recent. Where is the tree? Where is that tree that I was looking for? And so, hopefully, you can understand that there's a really good reason why I keep coming back to this area. I think I just wanted to explain because I believe that maybe that there are some other people that might have that same question of why am I going to the same spot over and over again? And that is my explanation. Not only just I love this area, it's also where off this way I have my little marble experiment going on, which I want to check. I might bring you with me. I don't know, but I'm going to check it before I leave here. And so it's like it's a comfort. It's a comfort thing. See, and see something shiny. Same with these now. These were yellow. Ooh, did you hear that? That was a loud branch break. Hmm. So, and I know I keep going off topic. This kind of validates when I see the coloring, that it was very, very recent. This to me, this area, it seems like it looks like a temper tantrum. Like that's what I see when I look at this. And there's another on the other side of the river of this forest. There's another spot that I took Gary a couple weeks ago that looks like, I think I called it like it was like a WWE, like a wrestling match of some sort. It was like a war was going on and trees were busted and broken, and that not natural. Like this is not natural to me to see it. And well, that's my story. That's the reason why I keep returning here. I also have this feeling to me that I'm very close. I feel like I'm very close to having a sighting. And this area feels to me like if it's gonna happen this year, it's now. I don't mean today. I'm saying I'm taking advantage of the situation, of all the activity that's going on here, that I want to put myself in the middle of it if I'm going to see ever a Sasquatch. And I know it sounds ridiculous because nobody can predict where a Sasquatch is going to show up or when you're going to see one. That's the whole mystery of it, right? But if I can put myself in an area with the best chances of seeing one, this is it. Like, this is the time, this is the spot. Hey, Bear. And I'm also here today just looking for some differences. Ooh, see, there's that sound. That's another little crack there. So there you have it. And then they had another person commented, and again, a valid point. I made a video that, what did I title? It was something like, Sasquatch wanted me to see this, or Sasquatch left this for me to see, or something. And the comment was, and again, I don't take it as negative. I think it's this was a question as well. Hiker Dave, do you really think that Bigfoot is so focused on you? That was not in the trail before that I remember. Is so focused on me that he takes time out of his very busy schedule to make a tree break or to break a 40-foot tree and put it upside down in the hopes that maybe I'll come across it. And I unequivocally, I replied back, and not in a negative way. I explained why I think that, yes, my answer is yes. I do think that it was left there for me. I am not the center of the world. I'm not the focus of Sasquatch. I guarantee it. But seeing that if there's current activity in this area, well, this is not the most highly trafficked. This isn't Yellowstone. We're not getting thousands of visitors a day here. And I would think boredom would set in pretty rapidly for a Sasquatch who does nothing but live in the forest. There's not a lot going on, man. Get a little look down this ridge here. And so I wish I wrote down the name of the commenter so I could, and not in a bad way. Again, I want to reiterate that. That's not a negative thing, because what he said is valid. Think about that. Like, so Bigfoot's got a lot to worry about, I would think. Just staying hidden, survival, food, water, shelter. And that, no, I can understand why someone would say that. It's a little conceited, I suppose, if you think about it, to think that I'm even on Bigfoot's radar. I can understand where that would sound conceited. Hey, Bear. So I do not fault you, kind sir or ma'am, for saying and thinking, who's this guy? He thinks that, Bigfoot's day revolves around Hiker Dave. Definitely not. I'm not saying that, but I don't think it takes much out of Sasquatch's day just to say, hey, I'm gonna freak this guy out. We know he's coming back. He's here all the time, and I would think they would completely enjoy watching me scratch my head looking at this tree or whatever it may be, a TP structure, a stick lean, a tree bend, and I'm looking at it and pointing at it and talking to this black box that I'm carrying. And it's got to be kind of funny, I would think, to them, to say, look at this jamoke. He's standing in the middle of the woods at something that could be natural. What is that? And I'm taking time out of my day after day, really, in some cases, especially lately in this area. I'm here all the time. It has to be amusing. If I put my size 13, boots and put my boots on, okay, I have to, you know what I'm saying? If I put myself in their shoes, figure of speech, I have no problem taking 10 minutes out of my day to do something like that. I don't know. It's my opinion, and I could be so far off that it's ridiculous. I keep on hearing something over there. I also think too, on a different topic. When I come out here hiking, I always get like this anxious feeling especially this area. Very rarely, I gotta say, I've hiked in this general area of this nature preserve. I think one time in the past 6 years since I lived here, have I ever bumped into another hiker out here on this part of the forest. This part of the forest is not marked trails down here. It's strange that the only marked trail is down by that dried up creek bed I walked the other day where my marbles are. That is marked trails. But where I'm at now, this is not on the map. There is a trail map for this nature preserve, and this ain't on it. This part of it is not on the map because there are no blazed trails out here. This is not maintained by the Forest Service. There's that tree I can't figure out where that came from. Again, I don't know. I wish I knew. So say, I'm not saying Sasquatch is here right now, but I always get that feeling like maybe is this, am I alone out here? I'm always thinking that. What was that? Did anybody hear that weird sound? See, that's what I'm talking about. What just happened just now. I heard a weird sound. It almost sounded mechanical. So something weird cannot happen every single time I hike. That's just not, it doesn't happen like that. But man, it feels like it. I think it's because I'm alone. I really do think that hiking alone adds to my, I don't want to say panic. There's just that little anxiety, like a little fluttering in my chest that maybe I'm not alone. Man, I wish I had a pause button. I don't know. So to expand on the answer of do you just hike that spot? No, I don't. I don't just hike this spot, but it's this. It's the 40-foot upside down pine tree. And it's that hanging tree that seems to be suspended in midair. Not midair, it's hung up on some branches, but that's why I continue to come back to this area time after time. I can't help it. It pulls me in, man. It really does. I'm like, every day I want to hike, but I can't hike every day, but I want to. Like, I would love to do that. So I have the opportunity at the moment. I have time on my hands right now at the moment. And I think, okay, let's see, where should I go today? I want to hike today. Well, I definitely want to come here first. I definitely want to. And I don't know, I guess that's pretty much it on my video. That's kind of what I wanted to address, because the question is really a good question. Why keep coming? It has to get boring. And I know that it does. I guarantee people see people that are newer to my channel that maybe they subscribed a month ago, right? Or, a month and a half, 2 months ago, and they're like, this guy keeps going to the same exact spot. It's getting to the point where some of you viewers, you know this place as well as I do. You know where the down trees are, where the logs are in the trail. Hey, Bear. I'm just saying, guys. All right, I'm going to go check on those marbles. I'll make a video of it if anybody's interested. And I'll post it probably right after this one. All those birds disappeared. See, all the birds are quiet all of a sudden. There's not a predator in the woods. Hiker Dave showed up, and now they all clambered right up. Thank you guys so much for clicking. I really do appreciate it. Again, the live stream, it's not the 19th. It's Saturday the 20th. I'd like to go back and change it, but I don't think I can edit a post. Anyways, thank you guys so much for clicking, and I'll definitely see you on the next one.